Yeah, that's a horrible intro. But I'm only here today just to talk about a little topic. I know this is out of line, but hey, I gotta feel like talking about something. So, don't worry. We're here to talk about Zelda. Legend of Zelda, to be frank. Sorry about that. So this was my first ever Zelda series I've ever played so far, and it was amazing. And the thing when I was playing that worried me so far when I was playing is these guys. We all know them as the carpenters. These guys, they do so much for us, and we don't even care. Like, these guys build bridges, they build houses, they build a lot of stuff. Maybe even repair the windmill that was destroyed at some point. Just these guys do a lot for Kakariko Village, Hyrule. Where else? Kakariko Village, Hyrule Field. What did they they were Gerudo Town, Gerudo Village. They were there as well. The Korans? No, they didn't really help the Korans. I don't remember any series where they helped the Korans. So, back to my point here. These guys. And I'm not giving them a whole video. I just want to talk about one specific thing that they did and another Pacific group did. Them and the Gerudo. So, we play Ocarina of Time. And we're in the adult timeline that we find these four individuals who work for this tyrant of a man who abuses his own workers and even his own son. He don't deserve redemption. Hylia himself shouldn't take him to heaven. You see, even the twin rover deserves to go to heaven besides him. You know what I'm saying? Back to my point. Right? So, these four individuals fumbled the bag. That's the point of this video. They fumbled the bag. And why am I upset? Everyone fumbled the bag. Even the Gerudo fumbled the bag. And we, as the player, made them fumble the bag. We are also to blame. You know, we like, but Triple N, we're saving them from the Gerudo. They got kidnapped. True. And then, they don't want to be there. I know. They came there, got kidnapped. Now they're like, yeah, we are wanted here. But the thing is, do they even have other options? Would other girls even date these guys? No, they won't. I'm sorry, I have to say. Except for this guy, he tried to want the redhead, but clearly she wants someone else. It's not you, buddy. It's not you. You're not the problem. You're not. So, back to my point of the video. First, let me help you here. So, we know the companies are the builders of the town. One of the most unhealthiest people in the whole Hyrule series. Why? Because all they do is work, eat, sleep. Work, eat, sleep. Work, eat, sleep. Work, eat, sleep. You get it by this point? You get it. It's kind of very sad, really. Very. That's all they do. And then one day they got a job. Hey, go fix a certain bridge near Gerudo Village. Okay, bad. Then once they're building the project, they're building the new bridge. Then they're like, hey boys, why don't we go, try and get the Gerudo? Maybe they'll find like dark chocolate women, you know what I'm saying? We can get one of them. And respectable. It really is respectable that you thought you can get them. Even I want to do it. I'm scared of the Gerudo and their fiction. So, they go, get captured. Obviously, because the only men they respect is Ganondorf and Link. And the Gorons, because they don't have gender, they're asexual. So, tough luck for you. You get captured. And the thing is, I wonder, they're captured for trespassing. Then what? Usually they capture you, keep you for certain days. But in several games, or a few, where if you ever enter a Goron's society or civilization, you're kicked out. In Majora's Mask, when they see you, they kick you out immediately of their fortress. In Breath of the Wild, when they see you, they kick you out. But in this case, when they see him, they put him in a jail cell. Even you as the player, when they see you, they put you in a jail cell. Odd, isn't it? Very odd. So you must be asking yourself, then why are they keeping them in just jail cells? Here's my theory. It's just a theory. Right? What if the Gerudo, they don't respect males, but they need males? We do know that Gerudos reproduce just like any other species except Gorons. They need a male and a female. Just like this Mario looking, just this guy, this farmer guy, okay? He got with a Gerudo, got his daughter, right? So, that must be thinking. And if a Gerudo can get with him, they could get with these guys. So my conclusion that this theory is, they, even though they don't respect them, but they need a seed, to have kids. They're like, and they're carpenters. They could use them. And I'm looking at these big pots all over the Gerudo Fortress, and I'm like, ain't no way a bunch of thin-ass fit girls are eating 3 pots full of whatever, porridge, whatever this is. They have to, all the Gerudo females have to be eating from one pot, the way they're so thin. And in an environment where you don't eat that much. So I'm pretty sure the carpenters eat most of that food. If you don't get me, you don't get me. Makes sense. But, and then if we try and save them, security, this chick tries to kill him. Like, she really tries to kill him. Or capture you, because he does capture you. So, it's almost like, even though they don't respect you, but they need you in order for their society to thrive. Because in the Fallen timeline, yes, that's the reason why the Gerudo are not there, because of partially Ganondorf's fault, or Ganon, but and also they didn't reproduce that much in some way. And in the adult timeline, they all got flooded, or they all went far away, where you can't see them anymore. In the child timeline, that's the only place we see them the most, or the only place where they appear properly. So that's it. So that's my conclusion. Well, that's what I'm saying. You can disagree with you. You can disagree with me if you want that, but I still agree with myself here, or stand on my point that the Gerudo females needed men, but they don't respect them. You know what I'm saying? Of course, because there's certain Gerudos who don't even attack you, and we all know them. And let's talk about the Gerudo, because they also fumble the bag. They need men, but they are very, very horrible with social skills, especially towards men. So, even in other games like Breath of the Wild and Majora's Mask, we see that they're very horrible at conversations and negotiations, or even with the normal conversation with the male. And you must speak direct. You mustn't be all flirty or whatever, or you're gonna get killed or beaten up. So that's the Gerudo for you. And I don't blame them. They only have one male and they reject others. So yeah, that's kind of an issue. And also, due to this, they have very horrible social. Like, one of them thinks that in order to have a man, you need to kidnap him. And yes, in the Ocarina one, they do get kidnapped. And some of the Gerudo were like, okay, chill, honey, that's a different time. Now we're cool with the Hylians, now we're not kidnapping them. So, yeah. The carpenters fumbled the bag, the Gerudo fumbled the bag, and we let them out. And you're like, but we're saving them. You're sending them back to this guy. You're just from one hell to another. You're not helping these guys. Even to a point, even his own son left him to go to the Forbidden Forest. Hey, I don't know. Maybe there's a theory for another time. He became a Star Force, or he lives in the forest. I don't know. I'm worried about that guy. But hey, but it's better than not being me with his dad. Get what I'm saying? Get what I'm saying? So that was my take on the Carpenters. Comment below what you feel about this. Because hey, all they do is build with the gorilla, get some cheese, get some food. Hey, at least back at Crackerico, they work, eat, sleep. This one, they get cheeks. That for me, that's a win-win. That's a bonus for their miserable life because they don't see chicks at all. Now they're in a place where there's only chicks. Sorry, where there's only chicks, so that's a win. That's a win for me, and a win for them. So, but hey, I heard that in the Breath of the Wild, one of the Carpenters got married, so that's a W. So, hey, thanks for watching. It's been